What's up, guys? BHGT2 TrekFan88 here, and of course, in my name, BHGT2. T2 is, of course, stands for, or does, of course, stand for Terminator 2. You guys know me. I've done this before. I'm a huge Terminator fan. It's one of those few things where I kind of think of myself as unchallenged. Like, you put me in a room with other fans of the series, I could probably rattle off some facts and some specs and some details that no one has ever heard of before. I'm a guy that, a huge film buff, huge film enthusiast, but if I had to pick one, it's Terminator 2. And if you've been a fan of mine long enough and watched some of my other non-drone or non-tech videos, you know how much of a fan I am. Terminator 2, Terminator 1 has a special place in my mind, in my heart, whatever you want to say. Blah, blah, blah. But I've done this before for the other films, Genesis and Salvation. Let's not talk about those. I actually filmed like a 20-minute video just talking about those films, and I said, nope, cut, let's start over because it was way too long. You guys will probably skip it. So what this video is about is my first reaction to the Terminator Dark Fate trailer, which they have released an original trailer, which I did see. But I have not watched any of the numerous clips. I haven't watched any of the interviews. I know very little about this film, other than Linda Hamilton reprises her role as Sarah Connor, which, yes, thank you. Win or lose, pass or fail, you get bonus points for bringing back one of the great 80s and 90s screen icons, Linda Hamilton. Loved you in Dante's Peak, too, by the way. So, without further ado, I'm going to watch this trailer, and I've hopefully kind of fine-tuned the audio here. I think my voice is still a little bit too overmodulated, but I just toned it down a little bit more, so forgive me. But this is a first reaction trailer. If you want to watch and hear the trailer, watch it first and then come back and watch this. That's all I'm going to say. So I, again, have not watched this yet. I like to be surprised with certain films, like Ready Player One. I didn't really read too much about because I never read the book, but the movie was coming out, so I wanted to be surprised by the film. So I watched the one, middle trailer. They released 3. I watched the middle one, which is awesome. So anyway, I'm gonna start this here. Again, if you want to watch this trailer on your own and then watch this, so you can kind of hear and whatnot, because I have no idea what the hell is gonna happen. I'm a huge Terminator fan, like I said before. If you know my videos, go back. I'm going to probably create a playlist on my next day off of just all the stuff I've done related to Terminator. The film reviews, the special presentation back a few years ago, the last big thing before I did that I did before my house fire, which was watching Terminator 2 on the big screen for the first time in original 35mm print, which in its own right was fucking amazing. Quick thoughts. Terminator 1 and 2, excellent. Film history, like those movies will outlive the human race, that kind of thing. Terminator 3, solid film. Arnold's back, better than ever. Kristanna Loken as the TX, I buy, okay. The ending, the last 15 minutes, completely unexpected and awesome. The fact that we lose. Judgment Day happens. Awesome. Terminator Genesis and Salvation, nope. There are moments and there are elements really quickly here. In both films, there is a CGI'd Arnold, supposed to be like the first Terminator. Awesome. Specifically in the latter, the later film. The first third of that film, the first third of Genesis, I love until they go into the future. Then that movie starts to go downhill. Terminator Salvation, this is back when the Batman series and DC started to kind of rise up. Christian Bale makes a great John Connor, but unfortunately they gave him shit to work with. Anyway, Terminator 1 and 2, awesome. 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, whatever. Terminator 3, 7.5, maybe an 8 if I'm really generous, but no, probably 7, 7.5. The later two films, 6, 6.5 at most. Don't really like them that much, and I can go into more detail, but this video is already almost 5 minutes long, so without further ado, let's make this full screen. I have not seen this yet. Again, if you want to watch this on your own, come back, feel free. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Oops, shit. Headphones are on. I'm wearing these headphones, and they're not even on. It's because I unplugged them. All right, hold on. And they're plugged in. All right, let's try that again. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Talk fast.
Okay, Linda. Whoa, whoa.
You first.
Okay.
My name is Sarah Connor.
Yes, we get the main theme back. All right.
It's 29, 1997.
Whoa.
It was supposed to be Judgment.
That is an awesome shot. Holy shit.
But I changed the future.
Yeah, you did, girl.
Saved 3 billion lives.
I know where they got this music from.
For you.
No. You may have changed the future, but you didn't change our fate. I know you're scared, but I'm here to protect you.
Never seen one like you before. Almost human.
I am human, just enhanced. Why do you care what happens to her?
Because I was her.
I can see you're very upset. I'm going to help you protect the girl.
Nobody else is gonna die because of me! If you don't make it, everybody dies!
Expect a big pain, brother. The whole body's a weapon.
Is that Robert Patrick? Oh, that would be awesome.
When this is all over, I am going to kill you.
I understand.
Nice. What?
I'll be back.
Okay. Okay. All right. First, ow, sorry. First and foremost, Hollywood, stop ruining lines. I'll be back. If there's one line associated with the Terminator franchise that's not "Hasta la vista, baby," it's "I'll be back." Side note, the fact that you have Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor, say that line, awesome. Awesome reveal. If that wasn't ruined in this trailer, and it wasn't spoken in the entire fucking movie, and you're waiting for Arnold to say it, or even the other Terminator to say it, or Terminators in this film, however many fucking Terminators you have, it would have been awesome. But no, you ruin it in the trailer. What is wrong with you? Okay, tangent aside, that was awesome. You could probably tell in my face. There's some shots in this movie, as a Terminator fan, as someone who's a fan of the lore, holy shit. If they do the future war scenes, anything close to what they just showed with the whole literal T-800s endoskeletons walking out of the water on a beach with armor and shit like D-Day, that alone is worth the fucking price of admission. But we got spoiled with T3, T4, and T5 with those same scenes. So we'll see what fucking happens. The idea that Linda Hamilton, Sarah Connor's character, that we know, who essentially saved the world twice, is kind of given a back seat and has to prove her worth. Like, listen, I saved the world twice. And the chick's like, okay, and what are you going to do now? I like that idea. It's kind of like what they did with John Connor in Terminator Salvation, where it's like, yeah, John Connor! And in the movie, it's like, he's just a fucking pissant. He's just a guy that follows orders. We know who John Connor is. The movie people do not. So hopefully that's kind of the same thing here with Linda Hamilton's Sarah Connor. The fact that you have a female Terminator who's kind of saving the day here, I don't mind. Like I was saying before in my other video, there's a novel called Terminator 2 Infiltrator, which deals with a partially human Terminator. So I kind of see where they're going. I don't mind that, as long as they kind of talk about the limitations of the character. I liked this trailer. I liked that they had a different, unique version of the theme. I liked that they kept Arnold to a minimum, which I think he will be in this film, rightfully so. I like the idea. I think where they're going, where he's his typical T-800 or T-850 Terminator, and he's just been kicking around waiting for him. I mean, who knows? Like I said, I don't know much about this film. This trailer didn't reveal too much. Obviously, from the previous trailer bits and this one, we have a hybrid T-1000, T-800, kind of like the TX, where it was an endoskeleton and then liquid metal shell. So I'm kind of curious as to how that's going to kind of play out, especially with today's, CG. But what else can I say? Terminator Dark Fate. Not necessarily a fan of the name, but I can kind of see where they got it. I will, of course, be there. I'll be there, Thursday night for a showing or whatever. And let's go. I don't want to say high hopes because I've said that before. And that kind of leads me back to the original feelings of this before I recorded, where I've been burned, man. Think of it like being a DC fan. You're a diehard Superman or Batman fan. At this point, as much as you might have loved the other films, you're probably feeling kind of burned at this point, the way they're treating the series. That's how I kind of feel about Terminator. 1 and 2, excellent. Terminator 3, solid. Solid film. Terminator Salvation Genesis, let's sweep them under the rug and get them out of the way. Some great moments out of both films. I will never deny that. But as a whole, no. So I go into this movie with a grain of salt. I go into it with expectations of on one end, the personal Terminator fanboy reverts to a child when I'm sitting in the audience, dead center, which is where I always sit, wearing my Terminator 2 jacket, which was worn by a crew member when they filmed T2. Yes, I still have that jacket because for some strange reason, it was in the back of my vehicle when I had the house fire, so it is among 3 things. Old Crispy, which is in the case. Tremors t-shirt doesn't count. I bought that after the fire. So it's really one of 2 or 3 things that I've had that are technically the oldest things in my possession. You bet your ass I'll be sitting there wearing that jacket like a kid. Is center stage, up centered, side centered, dead center in the theater. I'll be there for this film. And all I can say is I hope it's awesome. So anyway, this video's gone on long enough. I gotta get to bed here because I'm kind of tired, but I'll be back for the review. Have a good night, guys. Later.